Negative 6 squared, 6 times 6 equals 36, negative 36. Negative 4 squared equals 16. Take the opposite of 6 squared. Square negative 4. When you put in the parentheses, negative x squared when x equals 8, negative 8 squared, 64, take the opposite and make it negative 64. First step of order operations is parentheses. Then you do exponents, then you do multiplication, and then you either do multiplication, first you do parentheses, then you do exponents, then you do multiplication or division, and then you do addition or subtraction. First you do parentheses, then you do the exponents. Then you do multiplication on both bottom and top. Then you do subtraction, and after you're done, you just leave it as a fraction. Makes your life easier. Number 7 is x minus 7. Number 8 is n over 3. You put 9 in x in parentheses, and then you 9 times 5 equals 45, and x times 5 equals 5x.
You do 5 times 9 because
You do 8 times n plus 7. For 13, you do 4 minus n. You do 12y because there's 12 months in a year.
Because there's 4 people you're sharing money
you
with.
do m divided
And
by
then you
4
do n
because you
divided
have
by
to share the money with 4.
n divided by 4 because you have to share 4 people. D over 0.75 equals how many games you get to play. You do 36.75 divided by 5 to see how much per book. And for 16, you do 445 yards in 4 games. So you do 445 divided by 4. Cross out the 3 free pencils, and then you do 3.90 divided by 6. And then you get 0.65 per pencil, and then you do 0.65 times p plus 8.
And be like,
Negative 4 and times squared x minus 2 when x equals 49. So you do 49 squared, and then you times that by 4 minus 2, and you get 30. For number 2, you change the problem to 2 times negative 4 minus 3 over negative 4 squared minus 2. Then after that, you do 2 times negative 4, which is equal to negative 8 minus 3 equals negative 11 over, and then you do negative 4 squared minus 2, which is equal to 14. So you get negative 11 over 4, because you keep it as a fraction. Then for 3, you do 0.0025 squared, which is equal to 0.05 because 0.05 times 0.05 equals 0.0025. For 4, 1,360,000 squared is 1,166, and I know that because 1,166 times 1,166 is equal to 1,360,000. 5 is negative 12x minus 8 over negative 2. So first you do negative 12x divided by 2, which is equal to 6x. Then you do negative 8 divided by negative 2, which is 4. So then you get 6x plus 4. For 6, you have negative 4 over 5, and then in parentheses, x plus 10. And then, so first, you got to do distributing. So you do negative 4 over 5 times x, which is equal to negative 4 over 5x. And then minus times a plus sign is equal to a negative, so you do negative 4 over 5 times 10 is equal to 8. So then your answer is negative 4 over 5x minus 8. For 7, the problem is 2 in parentheses x plus 5 plus 3, and then in parentheses x minus 2. So first, you distribute. So you get 2x plus 10 plus 3x minus 6. And then you combine like terms. So you do 2x plus 3x equals 5x. And then 10 minus 6 is equal to 4. So your answer is 5x plus 4. For 8, the problem is 3 and then in parentheses x minus 4. And then negative 2 and then or minus 2, and then in parentheses x plus 1. So first you distribute. So you get 3x minus 12 minus 2x minus 2. So then you do 3x plus negative 2x, which is equal to 1x, or just x. And then you do negative 12 plus negative 2, which is equal to negative 14. So the answer is x minus 14. For 9, the problem is x squared equals 36. And I know that 6 times 6 equals 36, so the answer is, so x2 is 6 squared. For 10, the problem is 80 squared, and we're trying to find out what 80 squared is, like what numbers, what two integers is it between. And I got 8 and 9 because I know that 8 is 64 and 9 is 81, so it's between those two. For 11, the problem is negative 120 squared, and I know that 10 squared is 100, and 11 is 121, and they are both between it, and it's a negative, so it would be negative 10 and negative 11. For 12, I got 0.25 m plus 0.50 g equals 40. For 13, I got c equals 0.50 in parentheses b plus 2 in parentheses m to represent mylar balloons, and also the latex balloons.